Hello and welcome to RivenWorld. Today we're going to be doing a short video on benches. And the first bench we're going to look at is the general workbench, where when you first join the game as a newer player, if you hit the tab command, which brings you into your inventory, and then going up to crafting, you'll be able to make this workbench, the workbench, with 24 logs. And you can get those logs by using the wood axe that the game gives you when you start the game. So let's look at this bench real quick. I hit E to get into its interface, and this workbench allows us to build general items in the game. Some of the items that you can build is the build hammer, which you're going to really need to be able to remove items that you might not want there. So you might need to build a wall and you want to put a door in the wall. This build hammer is going to allow you to remove items that you've placed in the world. So you want that, that's priority. Make sure you build that quickly. Now land claim. Land claim is another thing that you're going to need in this game. This land claim allows you to claim particular areas of the land, build on that land, and have it protected from anyone disturbing the land. So once you claim a chunk of the world, then the buildings are protected in sense where if you build there, someone can't just come up and just lay doors there or build walls on your land. They can't do it. They don't have permissions to do that. In a PvP environment, they could attack the structure if that's what they want to do, but they're just not going to wreak havoc on your property because you've claimed it. Now, the land claim system also allows you to pay taxes, which then allows the world not to destroy your land. If you fail to pay taxes or build on non-claimed land, the world is designed to destroy the land naturally, or destroy the items on the land naturally. So if you build a house and do not claim the land, within 30 days, that house will disappear. So claim the land, pay your taxes, don't let your taxes go to zero. That's important to build. Then we've got chests. We got the simple chests, the large chest. You can find out what those are when you play the game. Some doors, the jails, the bed. The bed is something that you're going to want to build right off because you can bind to it. So when you die in this game, you will be sent to your bed and not somewhere random in the world. Now, the workbench also allows you to break into the other benches. So the carpentry bench, the masonry bench, the tanning rack, the Fletcher bench, the furnace, the forge, the spinning wheel, all those benches or items are made here at the workbench. The spinning wheel, and then you can do some blocks that you can build here, basic thatch blocks. It's all thatch, and then clay blocks can be done here, or clay structures if that's what you want to make. Making dirt blocks, you would go find those items in the world by foraging to make those items. So let's go to the next important bench, which would be the carpentry bench. Probably the second bench you're going to want to make in the game because it allows you to make sticks. And sticks are needed to make the basic tools in the game. So you want to make as many sticks as you can so you can make your basic tools, or you can forge trees to get those sticks. The bench is a lot quicker. Here at the carpentry bench, as you probably think, this is where you do all your wooden stuff, from wooden blocks to wooden angles, to wooden ramps, to upgraded wooden structures. And then you get the log block and fences. Then you get into building fences around your property if that's what you want to do, defensive fences. Anything that you can think of carpentry-wise is going to be done on this bench. The watchtowers are all done here, the wooden chairs and the wooden tables. And I imagine anything wooden in the future will end up into this bench. But this bench is pretty important starting right off because it allows you to make those sticks timely. Then we've got the masonry table. And we're going to hit E here. And why this bench is very important right off. It allows you to get into your tier 2 tools, your stone axe and your stone pickaxe. Before you get this table, you'll be stuck with the wooden versions of this. So the wooden items that you can make by just going to your tab, crafting, the wooden axe and the wooden pickaxe are not that great. They're your tier 1 elements. Here you're going to be getting into your tier 2. So that's why the masonry bench is going to be pretty important to you early on. Then you can get into making stone structures, stone blocks, just like the wood components. There's a stone version of that, and there's a tier 2 stone version of the stuff. When you get into the stone you've got your basic just stone brick. You got your stone brick block, which is tier 2 stone, and then you just got your stone block. But you need to make the stone block before as part of the component. So you got to have one stone block and then 4 of the other blocks to combine together. But these have more durability on them. They're the tier 2 components of stone brick. All right. So just look at it when you get into the game. You'll see that you got your basic stone and then you got stone brick, which returns higher durability loss. You get more hit points on it when you go to build it for a structure. Those are your 3 basic benches. Now, the next thing that you're going to want to secure is a forge. And in this, the forge here allows you to make your iron blocks that you need for crafting other items, iron bars and iron blocks. And it's more or less getting you the bars and the blocks for whatever it is you went out and grind for: gold, copper, or iron, and even steel. Steel bars are made here. So you got to have this going next, I believe, because you won't be able to get into your tier 3 tools, and you do that at the furnace. So you go to the furnace, which is in front of me, and this is where you make your tier 2 and tier 3 tools. But you need the bars that you need to make in the furnace to make them. And you can make your first weapons, really good melee weapons. You got your spear, you got your swords. Those are all made here in the furnace. And you need to make the anvil to get into the armor sets. So basically, you need the bars made there at the furnace. Bring them over to at this here. You make your bars here at your smelter, and then you bring them over to your furnace. All right. Now, I have an anvil here. I made it here at the furnace. And here you make your armor sets. And again, you're going to need the bars from the smelter to make these things. You steel bars and some other components. And then you've got your clothes equivalents here at the spinning wheel. So if you want to make leather or cloth, that's what you do here at the spinning wheel. And those are how you get your armor, your clothes in the game. So that's really it, folks. Those are the basic benches. Now, we do have the tanning rack, which is outside. And I'm just going to show it to you real quick. This is your tanning rack, and you kill animals in the game to get the hides so that you can put them here on the rack so that you can dry them. So you get the animal hide, you dry it on the rack, then you get the leather hide, which then you can make your armor sets with. And for you to get those leather hides to drop on the animals, you need a sharp object, and the only objects that will give it to you are your swords. So what you want to do is you need to make one of these swords, any type of sword, here at the furnace. You use that when the animal is dead, then you'll get meat and you'll get hide. If you use any other item to skin the animal, you will not get any hide. You'll just get meat. So the furnace is going to be important to you to get those, either the long sword or the short sword is going to be important to you, because you're going to need that to get the hides from the animals. All right, well, thank you for joining this short video on the workbenches.